Ever heard of a tidal wave made of beer? Sounds like a fantasy, right? But in 1814, this boozy nightmare became a reality right in the heart of London. Let's travel back to the parish of St. Giles, a place packed with crowded tenements and home to the massive Moe and Company Brewery. This wasn't just any brewery, it housed some of the largest vats in the city. On October 17th, one of these behemoths, a vat standing over 22 feet tall and holding the equivalent of 3 million pints of porter, suddenly gave way. The immense pressure caused a domino effect, bursting other vats in the brewery. What followed was a catastrophic flood. A 15-foot-high wave of dark, frothy beer, estimated at over 1.4 million liters, crashed through the brewery walls and surged into the streets. The force was incredible. It swept through the impoverished neighborhood, smashing into flimsy homes and flooding their basements. People were completely caught off guard. The wave tore down 2 houses and severely damaged several others, trapping residents inside. In the chaos, 8 people tragically lost their lives. Some were drowned by the sheer volume of liquid, while others were crushed by the collapsing buildings. One of the saddest stories is of a mother and her young son who were taking tea when the wave hit their home. But here's where the story takes an even stranger turn. Amid the destruction, a bizarre scene unfolded. Instead of just running for safety, some locals saw an opportunity. They rushed out with buckets, pots, pans, anything they could find to scoop up the free-flowing beer. Reports from the time described people drinking so much from the beer-filled streets and cellars that it led to mass drunkenness. One person even reportedly died from alcohol poisoning in the days that followed, turning a tragic disaster into a chaotic free-for-all. You might think the brewery would face serious consequences for this, but incredibly, the incident was ruled an act of God by the courts, and no one was held responsible. The brewery even received a tax rebate to cover the cost of the lost beer. It's one of history's most bizarre and tragic events, a deadly flood, where the very thing that caused the devastation also fueled a massive, impromptu party. Just imagine being a part of that day, witnessing history's strangest flood. Thanks for joining me on this dive into a forgotten corner of history. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more weird and wonderful tales from the past. See you next time.